Welcome into another episode of the Power Hour. I am Steve, along with the urban sensation C Red. And tonight we are going across the states to a company called Assault Wrestling Alliance in Waldorf, Maryland. And we've got two gentlemen here that seem to be on different sides of the fence in some upcoming activities at this promotion in the month of October. Now, one of the guests I know pretty well, maybe too well. So first, I'd like to say hello to someone that I'm just meeting now for the first time. Beau Crockett, welcome to the Power Hour. It's nice to meet you, sir. I've been looking into your credentials and everything you've been up to over the last several years. A very impressive resume, young man.
Thank you so much. Pleasure to meet you as well. And I couldn't be happier to be here. I appreciate the opportunity.
And then, of course, our other guest tonight is someone that the Power Hour knows very well, someone that I know very well, and someone that has been entertaining up here in our neck of the woods for a long time. It is Paragon. Paragon, welcome back to the Power Hour.
Hey, baby. How you doing, Stefano? Uncle Red, how you doing?
What's up, nephew? What's up?
Hey, baby. You know what I'm doing.
This is the part of the show where things don't go well for me typically.
It never does.
Never does.
He ain't messed up yet. So he's good right now.
We just started.
How's your back doing, Steve?
Listen, you know what? Sometimes it takes getting stuffed in a trunk to make you realize some things on a personal level. So although I still have some issues to resolve, I respect you as a man, as an athlete, and as a performer first and foremost. So Drip Flare will get the respect.
Did you get the coupons for the masseuse I sent you?
You know, I was wondering where those came from. That was lovely. What a lovely gesture. Thank you, Paragon. It's mighty nice of you, sir.
I try.
Tonight, we are kind of coming in on assignment, the Power Hour, working now on behalf of Assault Wrestling Alliance. And we're happy to do this job because there are just some matchups that have to be handled a certain way. There are some confrontations that have to take place in a certain way. Sometimes people can't sit in the same room and talk about what's going to occur because tempers flare, animosities grow, and violence can occur. So we have Paragon and Beau Crockett in different locations tonight. We are here in the Chicago metropolitan area. They are elsewhere, but we've been brought in tonight to do a job because Homecoming is coming up in the month of October. It's a big event in Waldorf, Maryland for this company. And the TV title tournament is what I want to talk about a little bit tonight. Beau, you have a big match in this tournament. Paragon has a big match in this tournament. And if you are successful, then once again, and we'll talk about the history, your paths could cross again with title implications again. And I feel like that might be bringing back some memories of some bygone times. So, Beau Crockett, what do you say about this upcoming event, Homecoming? How are you preparing for what eventually could come down to a matchup with Paragon? And you guys have been up and down the road before, and there's a little animosity there, maybe.
Excuse me, why does he get to go first?
Well, Paragon, I know you and I respect you, and I want to give you the floor, but Beau is my new friend, and we want to give him a chance to get his feet wet in the Power Hour. So,
is he your special friend, Steve? Is he your special friend?
I mean, he's a new friend. I mean, he's a talented athlete, to be sure, but we want to give him a chance to speak because we know you're going to speak, and we want to give you your time. But we're going to start with Beau because it's the polite thing to do. You've been a guest before. We're giving him the first time guest privileges.
Okay. Hey, Red, that's strike one, though. That's strike one, Red.
Man, not even 10 minutes in and I'm a strike already. And Red's keeping score, of course. Beau, you're going to be at this show, Homecoming. You're going to be working to become a champion with this TV title. Talk about your experience, what you're looking forward to.
Well, you see, the very unique position that I am in when it comes to this tournament is I know everyone in this tournament very, very well. RJ Adams and I, my first round opponent, we go back to the very beginnings of both of our wrestling careers. We've been in the ring before. It didn't end well for him that night. But he's a super talented individual. It's not going to be the easiest task to get out of the first round. Two guys know each other very well. And of course, we'll get to Paragon, Dave Chappelle later. But it's okay. His first round opponent, Alejandro Avery, let it be known, is a student of mine. He's a graduate of my professional wrestling school, Primetime Wrestling Alliance in Yorktown, Virginia. So I
Interesting.
know exactly what Paragon's up against too, because he's not going to have the easiest time getting out of the first round either. So hopefully, if things go the way I would like them to go, Paragon and I will cross paths. Not to speak ill of my own student, because I actually hope he beats him. Paragon needs a good humbling. Whether it be me or my student, it's fine with me. I'm good.
Strong words. Paragon, having a first round match, and by the way, welcome back to the show, Paragon. It's a pleasure to have you back on the Power Hour. Fighting a student of a man that you've had dealings with for many moons would seem to the normal person to be a very daunting task. But anybody that's watched this show with you as the guest or seen you work knows that you're not a normal person. Take us through your scenario in your mind, fighting fighting a man that has been taught by Beau Crockett and is of his discipline, of his school.
Well, first of all, Steve, I was quiet as Pro Wrestling's Flanders was flapping his gums his whole time. Can he show the same respect? Can he
You
do the
wouldn't
same?
even let me answer the question first.
Well, I sat here and I had to listen to you put on your American Dad voice the whole time you talked and told us how you're gonna put the kids to bed and you're gonna put that cherry pipe in your mouth. And shut up, okay? Nobody wants to hear you, Bo. All right, he asked me a question, so shut up. All right, I heard you. I heard your jokes. I heard your quips. I heard the Dave Chappelle little tidbit you said there. Okay. First of all, your hairline looks just like John Moxley's looking like Lean Ambrose. I'm not talking to you right now. I'm talking to Steve. All right. Let me talk to him. I'll get back to you in a second. Now, Steve, you asked me how I feel about facing his student. Well, let's be honest here. If I were any other person, I might think, oh, he's gonna tell them about the times we faced each other, and he's gonna tell them my secrets and give them tips and advantages on how to beat me. But as you said, I'm not normal, baby. I'm a whole different breed. And let it be known that I'm also not the same person that he faced the last time he saw me. And honestly, I feel bad for his student because I'm coming to collect a certain debt. And I might have to take some of that out on his student. See, I'm not just coming to win a TV title. I'm not just coming to prove why one of the many nicknames Paragon has is Mr. Tournament. I'm coming to collect. And one of the biggest mistakes you could have done is telling me that Alejandro Avery was your student. Because originally Paragon was going to crack jokes about how, he should feel blessed to be in the ring with Paragon, how he should be thankful because Paragon makes anybody who's in the ring with him better. But now, Paragon's not worried about making his opponent better. Paragon is worried about getting what he's owed, about getting what he's due, and making his opponent suffer. And looking so damn pretty when he does
it. That is quite a response. For those that aren't familiar with the past, the Beau Crockett you see before you is maybe a bit different than the Beau Crockett that Paragon faced once upon a time, was walking a different path in those days, was doing things just a little bit differently those days. And some questionable tactics were used from what I've seen and from what I read. But Beau Crockett, that's not you anymore.
Correct. A couple of years ago, it was the Beau show. It was all about me. It was my spotlight. There was no show without the Beau show. That's how it was. That's how every event was approached and tailored at by me. Like, it was all me. Yeah, I had some help, and I didn't mind calling in my friends or taking the low road just to make sure my time in the spotlight was mine and mine alone. And people would be blessed to be in the ring with me. I was the sun and you orbited me. That's all it was. Now things happen, got to step away, recover from some injuries, heal up, get right. In that time, a man starts to see things differently. A man that had everything now has nothing. And you realize that, you know what? I've been doing it wrong. I need to go back to being the guy I should have been all along. And here we are. It's Beau Crockett versus the world if need be. I don't need anybody in my corner. I don't need anyone helping me out. I'm going to stand there like a man and I'm going to beat you. Plain and simple.
Takes a strong man to walk a path like that, to come from one extreme and twist it and come back as a completely changed person. And that's interesting. It's something that you don't hear about much. See, Red, that's quite a statement to be all about you and then coming back with a different perspective. And I know you've gone through some of these things. What do you have to say about what you just heard from Beau Crockett?
So, in other words, Beau, you had a coming to Jesus moment.
Yeah, basically.
Hallelujah.
Okay. You had to come. But I got two things that I that don't sit right in my spirit. My spirit.
Tell me about it, Red.
You said you don't need anybody anymore, right?
I don't need anyone's
Okay.
help
Yeah.
anymore.
Yes or no? Yes or no?
Correct. No.
Okay. But you just told Paragon that your student faces him, Alejandro, Inegro, whatever his name is.
Alejandro Avery.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Just because I trained him, Red, does not mean he's on my team. He's out doing his own thing. He graduated. He can go do his own thing.
So you don't think he feels some allegiance to you? You don't think because he saw the first matchup against Paragon, you don't think he's gonna call you, ask you for the tricks, ask you for the Achilles heel?
No, because if he saw the first matchup, he saw me beat Beau.
Well, here's the thing. Why would I want to then give him all of the secrets to beat Paragon just so he can beat me or try to beat me? I trained him. He knows where my injuries are. He knows all the soft spots. So why would I help him when he knows where to attack me? And he would not hesitate. I know Alejandro Avery well. If there's a soft spot, he's going to find it.
Okay.
Just because he's my student doesn't mean he's on my team.
Okay.
And in this tournament, he's competition. I
Very
love him
true.
as a son, but he's competition.
Very true.
Paragon.
But hold on. Did I say I had two?
I thought you gave me two.
No, I gave you one.
All right, give me two.
It was
Still got
1A and 1B. It was 1A
1A
and
and
1B. This is
Okay.
two.
You still got a strike.
This is a multi-part question.
Sit there. So you had this coming to Jesus moment.
Mm-hmm.
But if the stars align, you face a God. I mean,
So much.
let's be honest. I mean, Beau,
Mm-hmm.
you nice. But Paragon is great. Paragon is what we all should aspire to be.
Man, so much for neutral territory. I didn't know you were on.
I'm never neutral. I'm Steve. Would you explain? I'm never neutral. Never. It's my show. I don't have to be neutral.
I got nothing.
I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, God had a Jesus moment. Paragon, what do you say?
I want to address something Steve said. Is that cool with you, Steve?
It's cool with Steve. It's cool.
I'm at your disposal, Mr. Paragon. I'm at your disposal.
You said that you felt it was you said it was brave that he reached this new extreme?
Yes.
You found it brave.
Anytime.
Brave. You find it brave that somebody goes from having everything, and then when they reach that low, that breaking point, and that's when they decide, I should probably get my shit together. That's brave.
I respect it.
You know what I find that? I find it pitiful. You wanna know why I find it pitiful?
Okay.
You wanna know why I find it pitiful? Because you were either pretending then or you're pretending now. And I don't like pretenders. Evolution, I'm okay with. Devolution, we could just do away with you. But pretenders, I don't like. I've always had respect for you, Beau, which is why when you cheated me, that's not where the issue was. Because game recognized game, baby. That's not where the issue lies with you and I. And we'll get to that. But this whole putting on your white Cosby voice and trying to pretend like you are Captain America or Captain Save-A-Ho or Captain Planet, whatever the hell you're trying to be right now.
Hey, hang on. You want to talk about pretending? You're the man pretending to be Prince right now. You're in a dark room.
And that goes to explain what you do and don't know, because you keep going to this whole Prince thing. Do you know anything about Black culture, baby? We invented rock and roll. Okay, it's more than just Prince that looks pretty, baby. We had Rick James, we had Little Richard, we still have Lenny Kravitz. Okay, we had Lionel Richie. There are so many Black rock stars out there, but just because a Black man likes to wear purple, he has to be Prince. Did you not hear Jimi Hendrix? Purple Haze, all in my mind. But you go Prince.
I love all.
But you go Prince. But you go Prince. Yeah, but yet the long braids doesn't say Rick James to you. Or when I have my hair all wild and crazy, it doesn't say Maxwell or Jimi Hendrix. But you go straight to Prince.
The nature of it all doesn't scream Prince or Dave Chappelle parody.
Hold on. But did Rick James not wear tight leather? Did Lenny Kravitz not do all the stuff Lenny Kravitz did? Literally, Little Richard wear a pancake number 55 and eyeliner. But you go straight to Prince because it's purple. You need to get some new references, baby.
I've seen your t-shirts, bro. I've seen your t-shirts.
You saw one t-shirt. One T-shirt from what was it, 2018. You gotta renew yourself because more merchandise has come out. Me paying an homage to somebody who was a hero of mine. Had you not realized there's also been other stuff that I've put out? There have been other homages and other things that have also been original. What about the Fresh Prince shirt? You're not calling me Will Smith, but there was a clear Fresh Prince shirt. What about you're not calling me Godzilla, yet I was stomping through a city?
I don't like you.
Well, you know what? You don't gotta like me, but you know you can call me wrestling stepzaddy. You hate me, but you will respect, and you're gonna see that respect. So you can make all the Prince jokes you want to, but the difference between me and you is you can claim I'm pretending. I live this, baby. I'm in the studio making music. I've acted for 23 out of 26 years. Okay, I grew up around this. There ain't no pretending in this. It's just happenstance that I happen to like purple, and I also happen to look this damn good. Now, are there other people who also to like purple and look this damn good? Maybe about five. About five. Not many. I'm about to say I try to get 1-6, but his teeth ain't looking nice lately. But that's a whole nother story. But you gotta do better references lately, baby. You gotta do better references. But like I was saying, which is the real you, Beau? Was it the Beau show, the whole Beau show, the whole Beau effing show? Because let's make it real with you. If you the Beau show, I'm the network, the whole network.
Mm-hmm.
Or is it who you are right now? Going on this journey of you against the world, because I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be 100% real with you. This, who you are right now, this feels like it's who you want to be, or at least who you want us to think you are. See, you've been the villain, and you don't like being the villain. You want to be the hero, because that's who you grew up watching. That's who you grew up wanting to be. That's who you grew up looking up to, but you just couldn't cut it as the hero. You couldn't cut it because you were just so good at being the villain. You were just so good at being the bad guy. You tried to stand up for the kid who got his lunch money stolen, but then you found yourself with your hand out too, trying to take it from him as well. But now you found your niche. You found your niche. And now you're saying, oh, well, I'm the hero because I walk alone. I'm Batista. All right. I just want to know which one's the real you. Because I want to know which one I'm breaking if you make it to the finals.
Well, the only thing you're going to break is a sweat, homie, first of all. But you are looking virtually at the real me. The guy I should have been all along, but you know what? You get the wrong guy in your ear. You get used to the spotlight. You like it a little too much. It's kind of looking a little like a repeat story on the other end of this camera right here.
Ain't no repeat. Ain't no repeat.
Okay.
Bro.
Sure. All right. Whatever you say.
Because here's the difference, Beau. This is your life in wrestling. This is my life outside of wrestling. See, I can leave wrestling behind, still do music, and still put somebody in the trunk, and it don't make me no difference.
Okay, I can leave wrestling behind, and I'm still gonna stand up for what's right. You've been on my social media. I know you are.
You'll stand up for what's right, Beau.
I stand up for what's right. I fight the fight, and I don't care who I piss off doing it. People that have been my friends and my family for years don't talk to me because I decided to do the right thing. People that were Team Beau, that were in the main attraction, don't speak to me anymore because I do the right thing.
Am I supposed to applaud you for being the good guy, Beau? Am I supposed to applaud you for doing the right thing?
You're not the good guy, Paragon. You have.
Am I supposed to applaud the good guy for doing what they're supposed? That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to do the right thing. Steve, am I supposed to applaud you for getting up and going to work in the morning? Am I supposed to applaud you for not cheating on your wife and not beating your kids? Or is that what you're just supposed to do?
I see your point. That I think there is an expectation that I get up and go for work and I am good to my family. Yes.
Now, if you save somebody from a burning building, should I applaud that?
Well, I would like to think it's a symptom of the same thing. I mean, if you see somebody in a burning building, by nature, you should want to help them.
Because that's what you're supposed to do, the right thing. So
But
why
here's
should
the
I
thing,
applaud
not
you for that?
everybody is built to save someone from the burning building. There are
is-
those that run away from
that's a
danger
fact.
and those that run towards it. And I'm running at it, baby.
Well, run towards it. Run towards it, Bo.
What
Because
I
you say
see,
am.
you say
As
you do the
fast as
right
I
thing, and
can,
I
Bo.
want you to do the right thing, and I want you to pay what you owe.
I've been listening to this now, the back and forth. We had quite the musical history lesson, which was unexpected. And what I see is a matchup of two people that, when you look at the outside, probably couldn't be more different. But when you dig a little deeper, there's a lot of similarity going on here between you two gentlemen. And I see a lot of Paragon and Beau, and I see a lot of Beau and Paragon. And I feel like this is a redemption situation, a redemption for Beau to come back from his long journey better than he started after everything was lost. Then, of course, on the other side, you have the redemption of Paragon, a man who feels he was cheated by the man that is trying to redeem himself. It's very compelling.
I don't care about cheated. I cared about being wrong. Been cheated my whole life. I don't give a damn about being cheated. That's how life is. Life don't play fair. So when you wrong somebody, that's what's different. Steve, I told you a long time ago, I said the same thing to No Coast on this very show. There's certain things you don't play with when it comes to me. There's two things that can get you put in the trunk.
I'm aware of this.
That can get you coming up missing. That can get people you care about hurt. It's playing with my name. It's playing with my family. I don't give a damn about you cheating me. Life been cheating me every time it gets a chance. And I still manage to win. You can cheat if you want to. But if you can beat the cheater, well, who's the real cheater then? But the issue is, when you play with the wrong one, you find the right. You played with my name, Beau. You played with my family. That's why I got an issue with you. That's why this is personal. That's why Alejandro is going to have a long night. That's why, whether you make it out the first round or not, I'm coming to see you. I don't care if your shoulders hit that mat or not in the first round. I'm coming to see you, Beau. And I don't want anybody to get it misconstrued, because this may sound personal, and that's because it is. There's respect there. There's respect there, but you gotta pay what you owe, Beau. I've let people see worse fates for less, Beau. And it's because I respect you. Hell, you said you don't like me, Beau. I like you. Which is why I'm telling you and giving you the opportunity to pay what you owe. Certain people, they didn't get that same courtesy. Certain people got warnings. Certain people on this damn show got warnings. But they still played. We've gotten past that, though, haven't we, Steve?
I'd like to think so.
Jason's on house arrest right now. He's no longer incarcerated, so we'll consider it square for right now.
I'm happy to hear it.
For right now, we'll consider it square. But as I'm saying, Beau, for less, people have had some really long and bad nights. I know you see
bumpy.
We can't talk too much about it because the case is still pending. He's just on house arrest.
So here we are. Assault Wrestling Alliance homecoming. You know, RJ Adams and Alejandro Avery are more than just bit players in this story. They could square off for the TV title as easily as you could. All it takes is 3 seconds on a bad night.
RJ could. RJ could.
But
RJ could.
having
RJ could.
having
so you respect me. Okay.
No. See, here's a difference, Bo. What I'm getting at is, it's not me saying that you're not good enough to beat RJ. It's me saying that certain rules apply to certain people. We always say in professional wrestling, on any given night, anybody can get upset. The Hurricane beat The Rock.
1, 2, 3 kid.
1, 2, 3 kid. You know, it happens to all of us. But those things don't happen to Paragon. You know why they don't happen to Paragon? I'm not even going to use the hubris of saying because I'm that damn good. Old Paragon would say that. And the cocky Paragon you think I am, Bo, would say that. This Paragon, who knows who I am? The Steve sitting in that chair, who knows who I am? People fear turning that Paragon into that situation. Because if you think an upset Paragon who goes a 30-minute match and somehow loses, feels a certain way in an upset, picture Paragon who's considered a shoe-in to make it to the finals and somehow gets rolled up, never been submitted, but somehow submitted, counted out, DQ'd or whatever. You think there's going to be a show after that? Really? Really? Now, Steve, you're thinking violence. I'm more so thinking about buying the venue. Come on. Not everything got to get bloody, baby. There's money. There's enough money to go around. Calm down.
The stage is set for October in Waldorf, Maryland. 2 men are going to walk into a tournament. There'll be 4 men total. And if everything plays the way it could, these 2 gentlemen could be facing off for the title. It's a very interesting possibility. I've seen the animosity here. I see elements that I've seen before a long time ago. I see 2 dynamic, charismatic individuals. Once upon a time, a man that Paragon's been compared to fought a hero, and we saw history. And I'm talking about the Nature Boy versus the Stinger. It's a tale that we've seen before. It's a tale of legend. It's a tale that could be retold in a different way in October at Assault Wrestling Alliance. My question to Beau Crockett is, this certainly feels like a big time moment. It certainly feels like the top of the card. It certainly feels like there's heat in this match like no other. A promotion up and coming, a promotion cutting its teeth, making itself known, is going to have 2 men that respect but don't like each other very much. Or maybe they do like each other, but there's animosity from times gone by. How do you prepare for a match like that after you've already fought a match that night, if you get that far? Beau Crockett, that's a lot for any normal man. You've gone through 18 months of hell. You've turned it around. You've become something brand new. You've become something that is on the Paragon's radar. And if you get on Paragon's radar, that means there's something here. Where there's smoke, there's fire, Beau. Talk to me about how you get through one match and then possibly have to face a man that C-Red calls God. And C-Red has been doing this for 20 years and has worked with gods. What say you?
Here's the thing. Paragon called himself Mr. Tournament. I am no stranger to tournaments myself. I have wrestled once, twice, 3, 4, 5 times in a single night. Been there, done it. There is no way to prepare the body for the potential punishment, but the conditioning is there. I work harder than anybody you know, including the guy on the other side of this camera. I stay ready. My body is a constant transformation. I will be ready. I am always ready. Nobody is going to outwork me. Not a soul. Now, let me go back to what Paragon said. Yeah, I respect the hell out of Paragon. I do. He is as talented as they come. I just don't like the way he's going about things right now. But he feels I wronged him. And I'm not going to be the one to sit here and invalidate anyone's feelings. I know there's a lot more to why he feels he's wrong than he is willing to believe. However, if he feels he's wrong, he feels he is owed a pound of flesh, he knows where to find it, because I'm not going to hide from him like I've never hid from anybody. My undoing back then was not my own. Not to say that I didn't have a hand in the injuries. I don't always wrestle risk-free. The nagging injuries happen. But that neither here nor there. Part of the reason Paragon feels he's wrong is he was told things after I was gone. And he just won't admit that to himself. Because some of those people that I had to cut loose decided that they were going to seize on opportunities themselves, try to fill the void that I left behind.
Interesting perspective. Paragon, you have sat to attention like I've only seen one other time on this show. Would you like to respond?
He wants to try to blame others and put others at fault for this situation.
Now, don't misunderstand me. I did it. But had I still been around, I would have told Big Man it was me. With a smile on my face, and you know that about me. I don't hide.
What he's getting at is what he's trying to say is his unworthy former protege is the one who informed me that it was Beau Crockett here that set everything up and told the big man what occurred, and that I was the one that tried to make things happen. And as I told you, it being your protege, that means you brought him in. You bringing him in, that makes him your responsibility. Your responsibility means your problem, means your burden, which means your fault. And if it's your fault, it's your debt.
See, Red.
Yeah,
You've been a little quiet.
a lot.
You have been through situations like this, where matches start off as just matches, but become something much more because the players involved are something much more. And we've heard both these men tonight tell very compelling stories about where they're coming from. And it reminds me of greatness. You've been in this longer than me. You've been in it longer than anybody. Tell me what you hear tonight when you listen to Beau Crockett and Paragon go back and forth.
Oh, it's going down in Maryland. This is what's going to happen. It's got to. I got to check my book. I really do. But I need nephew to fly me out. And I need to be on that plane with him. And I need to sit front row. I don't care about no, and I'm sure the card is stacked, but I don't care about nothing else on this card. But this tournament. Because I want to see how this play out. I really do. See, Beau, I've been there. I had that come to Jesus moment. I had it. And I learned one thing. To thine own self be true. So this is my show. I know you don't know that, Beau, but this is our show. So when I say this, don't take this the wrong way. But I wasn't shit. So why stop trying to be something I'm not? So when I get in the ring, I ain't shit. And I'm gonna let my opponents know that. So I don't hide who I am. I don't try to cover it up. Steve know I ain't shit. Steve has seen me pull some of the most dirty-handed, underhanded, backstabbing bull ever. And I'm proud of it. Everything I've ever done. I name it and I claim it. That's me.
Okay.
But Paragon, I think it's one thing he wants more than that damn belt. And that's scary. That is damn right scary. See, you can go into a tournament and your focus is that prize. But one time, have you heard Paragon even mention claiming that prize?
Hey, Red, let me ask you a
Hold on. He has not claimed that as what he wants. See, I think in the scheme of this whole thing, and this is where it gets scary, ladies and gentlemen. The match can be thrown out. They can both make it to the finals. Double DQ, double count out. It don't matter. He wants that payment. And all I keep seeing in my head, I don't know if any of y'all are horror buffs, but I am. I'm a big Saw fan. And he wants a pound. And I remember the girl that had to cut off her arm. But I also remember the guy that had to plunge a knife into his gut. And that's all I see in October. Some kind of way. Some shape, form, or fashion. That pound is going to get paid. Now, I could be totally wrong.
Hey, Red.
I'm not always right.
One question for you. I've got a question for you.
You got a question for me? I appreciate it.
Yeah. You said that Paragon has not ever once mentioned that title. Have I?
Yeah, but you don't see you going in there. You going into the hold on. Matter of fact, let me show you. This is how you going into this. These little rose-colored glasses on. Hey, Steve. And everything is nice and rosy and pretty.
That's what you think, Red, but you don't know.
He not. See, one thing, I know you was expecting to come on the show and both of us be, bipartisan. Paragon is family.
That's all well
and see, I can tell family when they right, and I can tell family when they wrong. Many times have we talked on the phone, we've sat, we broke bread, we wined and dined. I've told him when he was right. I've told him when he was wrong. But this is a time I can't talk him out. He believes he is owed a pound. And when you believe somebody owed you something, damn it, you go collect that shit.
Here's the thing. Red. Here's what you're missing.
Okay.
Here's what you maybe don't want to see. You think I'm walking in with rose-colored glasses. That's not true. I've had nothing but 18 months to stew over a lot of things. Not just myself, not just things that maybe I needed to change, but things that were done to me. Maybe not by Chris, but things that happened to me outside of my control nonetheless. I understand what he's going through. I do. Been there. That's why I'm not taking away how he feels. And that's why I'm not going to hide from him wanting his payment, because he can come and get it. That's fine. He knows exactly where to find me. You ain't have to wait till October 30th if you don't want to. I'll spot him my address if he wants to handle things. We can do that. I'm not afraid of any creature walking this planet. That's the thing. You call him a god, I'm still a lot more than just a man.
I don't want your fear. I want what's due.
Then come and get it. You set up this virtual interview. We could have been in the same room.
No. Because see, when you took what you took from me, you did it in front of an audience, baby.
That's fine.
And Shakespeare said, all the world's a show, and all men and women are merely players. You called yourself the Beau Show, right? That's what you used to be. And guess what? The name Paragon comes from Shakespeare's "What a Piece of Work is Man," the paragon of animals. That's where the name came from. And so, since you decided on stage, that's where you were going to do the great act of doing that grateful sin that you did. That's why I'm taking this scene from The Merchant of Venice and I'm deciding to collect my pound of flesh. And I'm going to do it on stage in front of an audience. See, I can do this in private. I can. Steve knows I can do it in private. Red knows I can do it in private, which is why he said there's been many stories he's told me that I've done wrong. There's some people that are wound up on cartons and t-shirts that people don't know about. I'm not going to say I'm attached to it. I'm just going to say I might know a thing or two. But also, unlike you, I like you. So you already said you don't like me. I like you. But I'm owed something. Let me
rephrase that. It's not that I don't like you. I like Chris. I love Chris to death. But Paragon, who Paragon has become, I cannot like. Why? Because it's an all too familiar tale. I've been in those shoes. Like I said to you the other day, you have built a kingdom on the foundation I left. And that's great for you. Happy to see your growth, but you're not doing it the way you should have. I love Chris to death, but Paragon has got some problems. Paragon needs some guidance. And
Paragon takes care of his neighborhood. Paragon takes care of his neighborhood. So
the hard way.
Paragon takes care of his neighborhood. You can ask about me. While you over here being a nice social justice warrior and standing up for the right thing, like you talk about, while you are casting off a lot of your friends and family and stuff like that, I'm putting food in people's refrigerators. I'm paying for people's medical bills. I'm keeping people off the streets. And that's Paragon that's doing that. So don't talk about my kingdom, because I keep the neighborhood together. Now, granted, there may be some things that people don't like the way I go about keeping the neighborhood together. But when people ain't going hungry and when people are making sure that they staying out the streets and stuff like that, that's Paragon. Chris and Paragon, they the same person. So you can keep trying to have this disillusion of what's the stage name and what's the personal name or whatever like that. No, we the same, baby. But the issue ain't a matter of the kingdom and how it's ran. The issue ain't even a matter of the old guard and how they ran the kingdom. The issue is that in the halls of the new kingdom, there was a whisper. Did you hear what the old king said about the new? And when that gets out, when your name is everything, when your family is everything, it doesn't matter anything else. Because when the neighborhood goes away, when all of the valor goes away, when the back gives out and I can't take bumps no more, there's the name, there's my family. And whether it was you or someone who used to be associated directly with you, they tried to come in between my name and my family. And they tried to do it in front of a live studio audience. So, private matters, that's for private things. And this was made public. That's when I decided it was time for the world star to make this shit go viral.
Okay.
So yes, we could easily drop an addy. I know that. Because I can drop one, you can drop one. But why not collect a payday when we do it?
That's it. That's it right there. The king wants his spotlight.
No.
He wants his payday. He wants
I want the gold with the pound of flesh.
So that gold. You want the power. You want the spotlight.
Now I want my pound of flesh.
Took you all this time.
I want my pound. I want my pound of flesh. No, because you see, you got your payday. You got your payday. You got your audience.
Paragon,
and you got to disrespect. You got your payday. You got your audience. You got to disrespect me and my family. All I want is an even playing field. I want the tables to be exactly how they were. But the difference is I'm not coming for your name. And I'm not coming for your family. That's the only thing that's going to be different. I still want the audience. I still want the payday.
Yeah, you do.
But I don't want to hurt your name because I respect your name too much. I don't want to touch your family because things get messy when families get involved. And Steve, I want to tell you again, I know you and I have had our issues. I know nothing about the videos. Red, I'm also telling you, I'm investigating what happened at the school. I got my peoples on it.
Appreciate that.
Beau, I know things get messy with family. And so I'm not going to tell you about family. I'm not going to tell you about your name. But in substitution for that name, for family, I want my pound of flesh.
So the new king took all this time not talking about the belt, not talking about the money to finally get there. And then when he gets called out on it, he's got to circle on back. That's fine.
Oh, I didn't say nothing about the belt. I didn't say nothing about the belt.
Okay, you want the stage. You want the payday. You're still talking about money and power. That's the end of the day.
The stage and the payday is just to make the playing field even because that's where you did it. And also just to show how poetic this all is, the irony, because the title has been brought up enough times now, the irony that this all started with a TV title.
You're right.
And it all comes full circle. with a TV title.
That's true. A TV title that, of course, different time and different place, I never lost. But that's neither here nor there. We both know all of that story.
Yeah.
We do.
Steve, what say you?
Saturday, October 30th, 7 weeks from this Saturday night, there will be a TV title tournament. It will be RJ Adams versus Beau Crockett. It will be Alejandro Avery versus Paragon. And there may be a situation that occurs in this tournament where Paragon and Beau Crockett go one-on-one for the TV title. What we have seen here tonight on this show are two very well-spoken human beings, marquee athletes, a credit to any locker room, go back and forth. Their message is clear. There is going to be a collision on October 30th. Assault Wrestling Alliance, homecoming. C-Ride and I are going to have to take a trip to Waldorf, Maryland, because this is just too good to miss. You've got Shakespeare. You've got Flair versus Sting. You've got everything we love in entertainment happening right here before our very eyes. It didn't have to be a studio sit down face to face, but you can feel it's real. You can feel that what's going on here has to have a resolution. October 30th is going to be one hell of a night for one hell of a promotion. And 4 men are going to enter that building with their eyes on the prize. 2 men will get that shot, but only 1 man can stand. Will it be the man who has taken the road to redemption to different heights? Will it be the man who wants the pound of flesh? These are the questions that need answers on October 30th. 7 weeks from Saturday night, homecoming. Sounds pretty hot to me, C-Red. What do you say?
Hell yeah. I don't know why people need to be getting tickets now, like now. Like, pick up your device, call, email, go on whatever, Ticketmaster, what have you. Go stop the bum on the street and take his tickets.
You're not going to Ticketmaster. Come on. Where are they going to get tickets?
There is go to Assault Wrestling Alliance's Facebook page. There is an Eventbrite link available. Tickets are available now. Please go get them. Please go get them. I'm begging you to watch this. I don't beg, but I'm begging you to watch this.
This is a car crash. You want to look away, but you just can't, because deep down inside, we love the carnage.
Car crash.
Gentlemen, before we let you go tonight, I want to give each of you a chance for some final thoughts. Since I started the show with Beau, I'm going to start final thoughts with Paragon.
I know I typically have a lot to say. I'm typically long-winded. I can acknowledge that. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. Flanders, I'm not talking to you yet. You know what? I'm going to keep it shorter and sweeter than I was going to. You better win. You better win. And that's what I'm going to leave it at. That's the only way things going to be square between us. You better win. You and me in those finals. Or we can just both leave the first round and see if they'll let us face each other anyway. You better win. You and me.
Beau Crockett, final thoughts.
Yeah, I also am going to keep it short and sweet. I can be a little bit long-winded myself, but I guess from the old king to the new king, let me leave you with this. I would rather be a good man than a great king.
What's a king to a god?
It's a story of heroes. Yes, you just dropped the mic. It's a story of heroes. It's a story of kings. It's a story of struggle. It's a story of redemption. It's a story of a pound of flesh. That story will be written October 30th. RJ Adams, Alejandro Avery are walking into something that maybe they're not expecting, but they'll be there and they're going to do their damnedest to be in that title match, just like these two men are. Ladies and gentlemen, get those tickets. Assault Wrestling Alliance Homecoming, October 30th. Paragon, Beau Crockett in the TV title tournament. Maybe they end up in that final match. Maybe we get this intense, heated rivalry, a closing chapter. Will this be the end? On behalf of myself, Steve, we would like to, and C-Red, the urban sensation, we would like to thank Paragon and Beau Crockett for being on our show this evening. We wish you both luck at Homecoming on October 30th. My God, fellas, may God have mercy on your souls. We will see you next time on the Power Hour. Have a pleasant evening.